Hello and welcome to the Maharashtra Brief, where we get you all the top stories from Mumbai and Maharashtra. For all the news stories that you may have missed during the day, this is the show you should be tuning into on NDTV's YouTube platform. Now, on the show tonight, we're looking at Eknath Shinde's effusive praise for Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis amidst reports of a row. Shinde described Fadnavis as spicy as Saoji and sweet as orange. Also on the show tonight, after that effusive praise, Devendra Fadnavis at the NDTV Marathi conclave says that the BJP and the Shiv Sena will fight municipal corporation elections together and the two parties won't poach from each other. Let's now take a look at the headlines. Eknath Shinde praises Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, calls him spicy as Saoji, sweet as orange. Both Nagpur references, but this high praise describing him as the big D of the house is something that's not gone unnoticed amidst reports of a row. Now, speaking at the NDTV Marathi conclave, Devendra Fadnavis says that the Shiv Sena and the BJP will fight municipal corporation elections together. He also says that both parties will not poach from each other, something that has been an issue in the past few days. And finally, a leopard attack once again in Nagpur. 7 people are injured, but the leopard is also finally captured after a challenging operation. Let's move on to our top story. Now, what came as a surprise to many is Eknath Shinde, the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister's effusive praise for Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Now, Eknath Shinde, in a poetic description of the Chief Minister, described Devendra Fadnavis as spicy as Saoji and sweet as orange. Now, both are Nagpur references, and of course, Devendra Fadnavis hails from Nagpur, referring to the Saoji spicy preparation of curry and also, the whole sweet Nagpur orange barfis, all of that. And also, he didn't stop there. He went on to say that if Amitabh Bachchan is the big B of Bollywood, then Devendra Fadnavis is the big D of the house. And D stands for devotion, discipline, daring, and all of those things. So that is something that's come as a surprise for many amidst reports of a row, and my colleague Abhishek Avasthi reports on this story.
The recently held local body elections in the state of Maharashtra exposed the rift within Mahayuti alliance, especially BJP and Shiv Sena. What we understand from the sources is recently a closed-door meeting for over 2.5 hours between Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde was held, and the rift, the conflict between the two or the entire Mahayuti was discussed and a settlement was agreed upon. Now, henceforth, all the elections, the pending local body elections to municipal corporation and Jilla Parishad will be fought as Mahayuti unitedly. It was discussed, and more or less now what we see is that all is well when it comes to Mahayuti alliance together, and that got reflected when Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde was speaking at an event to felicitate or celebrate the speeches done by Devendra Fadnavis in Maharashtra Assembly, where he praised him and made a comment that he is sweeter like orange and spicy as Saoji, and also a balanced person. He knows how to react to the criticism that has been thrown to him, and most importantly, even made in comparison to Amitabh Bachchan of Bollywood, where he said that if Amitabh Bachchan is big B of Bollywood, then Devendra Fadnavis is big D in the house, that is in Maharashtra Assembly, and he dedicated the D for his devotion and dedication and daring. So definitely we can understand the change of wave, specifically in Mahayuti after the rift. Now, after the settlement, we can link that praise of Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde to Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Usually what we understand from Eknath Shinde, he praises Home Minister Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi a lot, but this time, for a change, praised Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Now, we will have to wait and watch out for how does it all pans, because still municipal corporation elections and specifically the BMC election are yet to be held, and how much permutations and combination will take place ahead is something that we will have to wait and watch out for.
Now, after that, Devendra Fadnavis has also made a big announcement, and this announcement was what he made at the NDTV Marathi conclave in Nagpur. Speaking to NDTV's Jitendra Dikshit and Vinod Talekar, Devendra Fadnavis said that the Shiv Sena and the BJP will fight local body elections, including the municipal corporation elections, together, at least the ones that are upcoming. And he also said that the two parties will not poach from each other, something that has been an issue between the two parties and led to that row in the first place. My colleague Anuj Rayate has more.
Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis affirmed that the Mahayuti alliance will be intact and will fight the 2029 state assembly elections in Maharashtra together. Now, this statement comes amidst a huge row that has been erupting out of Maharashtra, especially between Shinde faction of Shiv Sena and the Bharatiya Janata Party leading up to the first phase of local polls. We saw Eknath Shinde especially and his party members take a dig or very strong dig at the BJP state president Ravindra Chavan, and a couple of reported tours also took place where Eknath Shinde allegedly complained about the state BJP leadership to the central party. However, now, as has been confirmed by Chief Minister while speaking exclusively to NDTV on the NDTV Marathi Manch in Nagpur, he stated that there were some problems at the very local level, but that was sorted out very quickly. In fact, both the parties now have reached to a no poaching deal, and that will continue till the 2029 state assembly elections, where neither of the two parties will take leaders from each other, not just the active leaders, but also the former leaders. Now, while speaking about other issues, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, who also spoke on the same platform a while later, confirmed that the much talked about Ladki Bahin Yojana, which has been in the middle of a lot of controversies for it being used illegally by a lot of men, especially those from the government sector as well. Although there are a few discrepancies, but the scheme will not be discontinued come what may, is what stated by both the leaders. They did agree to the fact, especially Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, that Maharashtra's fiscal health is, although much better than a lot other states, is still facing the stress of a few social welfare schemes, but that will be kept intact given the fact that the base of Maharashtra's economy is far stronger than many others.
Well, thank you, Anuj, for all those latest updates from the NDTV Marathi conclave, which took place in Nagpur. Moving on to our final story. Now, on the show tonight, of course, we're bringing you another report from Nagpur, and this is one of a leopard attack in Nagpur in which 7 people were injured, and the leopard was finally apprehended from an urban sprawl. And of course, this is something that has been happening in Maharashtra for the past few months. Leopard attacks have been on the rise, and finally the leopard was captured by officials after a challenging operation. But it brings the focus back on leopard attacks in the state once again. My colleague Sanjay Tiwari reports from Nagpur.
On early Wednesday morning, the residents of Pardi in East Nagpur were shocked to find another leopard in their neighborhood. The leopard visited multiple houses, injured many, 6 among whom were treated, one of them in ICU. The forest rescue team arrived in time, and in an operation that lasted for about 3 hours, the leopard was finally caught, tranquilized and sent to an animal transit center in Gorewada near Nagpur. This is just the second incident in a month and has sent shockwaves among residents living in outskirts of Nagpur city.
That's all we have on the show tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Maharashtra Brief on NDTV's YouTube platform. For all the latest news from Mumbai and Maharashtra, what you may have missed during the day, do tune in to the Maharashtra Brief for all the latest stories that will, of course, matter to you. And for all the latest news and updates from Mumbai, from India, and from across the world, keep watching NDTV.